Imagine waking up to discover that your paycheck has shrunk, not because of an explicit tax hike, but due to a policy that quietly siphons more of your hard-earned money. This isn't a dystopian scenario. It's happening right now in the UK. Prime Minister Keir Starmer's recent refusal to rule out extending the freeze on income tax thresholds has sent shockwaves through Parliament and left taxpayers nationwide bracing for impact. With the spring budget looming, millions are anxious about potential stealth taxes that could deepen the financial strain on working families. But that's not all. In a surprising twist, the EU settlement scheme, initially designed for EU nationals post-Brexit, has seen an influx of applications from non-EU migrants, raising questions about the effectiveness of immigration controls. How did we get here, and what does this mean for the average UK citizen? Stay tuned as we unravel these pressing issues. Welcome to our in-depth analysis of the latest developments affecting taxpayers and the broader UK populace. Today we delve into two critical issues: the potential extension of the income tax threshold freeze under Prime Minister Keir Starmer and the unexpected surge in non-EU applications to the EU settlement scheme. Income tax threshold freeze. The income tax threshold freeze is a policy that keeps the income levels at which people start paying higher tax rates unchanged despite inflation and wage growth. This means that as wages increase with inflation, more individuals are pushed into higher tax brackets, a phenomenon known as fiscal drag. Essentially, without officially raising tax rates, the government collects more revenue, impacting middle-income earners the most. During a recent Prime Minister's question session, Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch challenged Starmer on this issue. She highlighted that Chancellor Rachel Reeves had previously committed to ending the tax threshold freeze in April 2028. However, Starmer evaded a direct response, instead criticizing the previous Conservative government's handling of the economy. This ambiguity has led to accusations that Starmer is planning a covert tax increase in the forthcoming spring budget. The Treasury, however, denies any plans for tax changes in the upcoming budget. The implications are significant. According to HM Revenue and Customs, in the 2022 to 2023 tax year, 680,000 additional individuals were drawn into the 40% income tax bracket, marking a 15% increase. Additionally, the number of top earners paying the 45% additional rate nearly doubled. Financial experts warn that if the freeze continues, more people will find themselves in higher tax brackets annually without explicit tax rate hikes. EU settlement scheme and non-EU applications. The EU settlement scheme, EUSS, was established to allow EU, EEA, and Swiss citizens residing in the UK to secure their residency rights post-Brexit. Surprisingly, the scheme has also seen a substantial number of applications from non-EU nationals. As of September 2024, nearly 800,000 applications from non-EU nationals have been received. This unexpected surge has raised concerns among migration skeptics, who argue that the widespread use of this scheme years after its deadline indicates that freedom of movement has not been effectively curtailed. They fear that backdoor immigration continues to contribute significantly to the UK's population growth, challenging the objectives of Brexit. The convergence of these issues, potential stealth taxes through the income tax threshold freeze, and the unforeseen influx of non-EU migrants via the EUSS, paints a complex picture of the UK's current socio-economic landscape. Taxpayers are left in a state of uncertainty, unsure if their financial burdens will increase without transparent policy announcements. Simultaneously, the integrity of immigration controls is under scrutiny as the EUSS accommodates a broader demographic than initially intended. As the spring budget approaches, all eyes are on Chancellor Rachel Reeves's upcoming statement on March 26, 2025. Will the government address the concerns surrounding the income tax threshold freeze and provide clarity to millions of taxpayers? How will policymakers respond to the revelations about the EUSS and its implications for immigration policy? These questions are at the forefront of public discourse, and their answers will significantly impact the UK's economic and social fabric. We want to hear from you. How do you feel about the potential extension of the income tax threshold freeze? Are you concerned about the implications of the EU settlement scheme's use by non-EU nationals? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more updates, and join the discussion as we navigate these pressing issues together.